how important, like if you're talking about farming, is that something that you're now thinking about doing like on your own and farming your?
Been thinking about it. The question is, why in school don't they teach us how to farm, to be self-sustainable? The way they don't teach us how to be entrepreneurs, pay taxes, or they don't teach us how to pass laws. They teach us how to play basketball.
Yeah.
They teach us how to distract us from any kind of education. But the education that they offer us is for us to get a job, not to break a social class, but to survive and have debt. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Good morning, world. Thank you again for tuning in to the Awakening Real Talk 101, the Gangsters channel. I recently did a video about probably like last year ago, and was talking about more of this education and blacks with the education and all that stuff. If you can catch the video, you can see the thumbnail of the video, blacks in graduation clothing. You can check that out. But now I'm gonna go back in because I heard Mr. Dash speak on something which I was already aware of it, and and the confirmation is good to hear somebody else of that magnitude say the same thing that even in your mind or wondered about or was sure about whether it was relevant or not or truthful or not. So here's the clip real quick as you guys caught it, and pretty much he summed it up exactly what I was saying, that we are raising our children to.
The question is, why in school don't they teach us how to farm, to be self-sustainable? The way they don't teach us how to be entrepreneurs, pay taxes, or they don't teach us how to pass laws. They teach us how to play basketball. They don't teach us how to pass laws. They teach us how to play basketball.
Yeah.
They teach us how to distract us from any kind of education. But the education that they offer us is for us to get a job, not to break a social class, but to survive and have debt. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And better more of their society than our own. Though we reside in the same country, as a whole, the black population isn't really beneficial or beneficiaries to the growth and the power of substantial equality in this country compared to others who are just coming in. And if you guys observe around, you can see the prosperity of other races who have gotten help under our noses, while they telling us that we need to work harder and all this other crazy stuff. We know that they have received goods and to benefit them in a country. Now, whether it's some agreement with foreign policies, you give us some of your workers, we establish something over here, or however that works. I'm pretty sure there's something going on in that as well. So we can't always be under this stigma of an illusion that we have to work harder, and we don't work hard to achieve so and so and so, when others are getting help, they're getting doors open, all kind of what Tariq says, tangibles under our noses that we're not aware of, that they're receiving to be able to be catapulted above our race. And as we send our children to these colleges and all this other stuff, we're happy about the graduation, but you're happy that you're raising a slave to better their economy, not our own. After all, we have so many nationalities in this country, yet with all the graduation that we are publicly being seen, and all this other stuff, we're showing the pictures of all this, what are we basically, where is the prosperity? Now, if you do a comparison, you'll see the difference between other nationalities and ours. But yet, you're graduating, they're giving money to whatever that college is, that black college, which is a scam in itself, publicly, to be saying that they've donated so much money to this and that, but none of them are app designers, social media designers. Where are they? So now we understand that they've become workers. The education they have received is to pretty much get them in the field to work to benefit their race. Just like when I spoke about the athletes, we'll put money. Some of our athletes will put money in a organization such as a basketball school or whatever it may be, but you're basically being slave catchers. So you get these young folks into basketball to make money for their society, not ours, but their society. When in fact, everybody's society, everybody race can benefit from the American economy. I'm just putting it in that language so you can understand where I'm going with this and understand what I'm saying. But how is it that we're making these people, even like in the music industry, we're making these people billions of dollars? They're making off our talent. So it's the same we can apply to the education that we're receiving. And this education that we receive is almost similar to receiving a mark of the beast. And I say this because when you get your education, there's a certain spirit that what you learned from them under their uh, knowledge or whatever, education, it makes you separate now. It makes you despise what you once was. It makes you feel you're better now. So you don't take that and make better your community, but you resign on the other side. And the mark of the beast is similar to that because you are basically have accepted the image of our oppressor and you've become like him now. So when Damon Dash, the link is down at the bottom. You can click the link to see the whole full interview, but I just pulled that piece out because we miss this, that we're so hyped about going to college and you're so hyped about the publicly saying that blacks graduated and all this other stuff when the unemployment rate is still with these college graduates is bullshit still. I mean, what are they doing? So there's the deception going on among our groups. And I'm going to say it across the board. Even you black people from the islands, mainly from the islands, from South America, island, those places or whatever, a lot of you being bamboozled anyway. And your education have caused you to even change on your own now. So this is the similarity of having the mark of that beast man. You become like the image of him. So now you despise your own people once you got the education, the spirit of their education in you. Now you become like someone else now. You receive the mark of the beast. So I hope that gives you a better understanding of what it looks like to represent having the mark of the beast. And I just wanted to share that. I was going to try to pull my other video up, but apparently somehow I can't. So I had to just make this second segment prior to that video that I had before. And again, I encourage you guys to go and check that out because it is educational, an eye-opener for those who are living in La La Land thinking that everything is all love and dandy and all everything else because you're getting your college degree and okay, well, I do it, everybody else, but you're becoming slaves more. You're making their society better. When the Asians, for an example, when the Asians, like you see a nail shop, boom, 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 they come up with another nail shop, they come another nail shop, and you have Asians working in there in all their nail shops. So whether let's say they take them to trade school or whatever, I'm just saying, and they learn nails. So they go and help benefit their society in doing what they do best. You understand what I'm saying? So now they have a business where it's ran by Asians and you have Asian employees. And it's mighty strange. You never see any colored people in those places, but I might be wrong anyway. But you'll see an Asian in our place. So that's another indication that there's nothing wrong with us. You know, something's wrong with everybody else who have a problem with us. Is that what it seemed like to me? But anyway, to give you an example of our talent and our things that we achievements that we have contributed to society that's not contributing to our society, but better yet, their society, making them more rich, making them more substantial, while we're in the ghettos still. And I use that demonstration with the Asians, whether it's something as small as a nail shop, you know, who do nails and toenails and you know, that give you the makeup or what give you the works or whatever. How they bring their own into their own society and make their society great in the same country that we are living in. So I just wanted to bring that forward. And like again, you know, go check out the video. You see the thumbnail. It's one of my oldest videos that you know, with the black graduates dressed up in their cap and gowns and stuff. Go check that video out and give you some more insight of what I'm saying, and even from this small segment that Mr. Damon Dash pointed out as well, which makes sense that they don't teach us that. But thanks again for tuning in. Y'all holla, man.
Thinking about it. The question is, why in school don't they teach us how to farm, to be self-sustainable? The way they don't teach us how to be entrepreneurs, pay taxes, or they don't teach us how to pass laws. They teach us how to play basketball. Yeah. They teach us how to distract us from any kind of education. But the education that they offer us is for us to get a job, not to break a social class, but to survive and have debt. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.